Now let's listen to two geeks talk about monsters.
Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing, tower ascending episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. I am the second awakened werewolf, Aztec Olmec, but it wouldn't be a proper episode if I didn't have the trick-or-treating vampire, Lightstar 777 with me.
Candy?
Now, why did I do that? Because Lightstar sprung for the cutesy, chibi transmog of the vampires, which is so awesome. Such a good time.
You know I did.
And I second
And when
awakened.
they win, they throw up the candy bucket in the air and catch it. So, who wouldn't love that?
Of course.
Who would not love it?
And I second awakened my dark werewolf, Jiltan, so I am so proud of my boy. Of course, the automatic farming helped a lot. But look at it.
Oh, yes.
Scary.
Scary. So, first and foremost, Aztec, how are you doing, my friend?
I am doing so well. I checked out the America's Cup Championships and was completely inspired, blown away by how exciting the matches were. And we're going to actually, maybe watch the very last championship match and, get our thoughts. But that really got me juiced up to contributing more into RTA. And on top of it, I was summoning during the match. And my splendid blessing is no more. Ooh. And maybe you can help me. Maybe you can guess out of the two that the one that I actually decided upon.
All right. I like that.
So I've been awesome. I've been having a blast.
That's pretty awesome. We are also going to talk, again about the Tricaru, but as I'm in the middle of building it, I wanted to take some screenshots, which we will share when we're going to post them on our Twitter, Instagram, all that.
Yep.
Sometime today, and then we are also going to have them posted again when the podcast itself comes out on Saturday. But
definitely. Wow, Saturday's Halloween. How crazy.
Know,
yeah.
I know. It's like a candy to us, a treat, if you will. But I very much am happy with how my progress has been.
Excellent.
Lately with the Sky Island. Everything else has been clipping along really nicely.
Excellent. Very, very cool. So, what are we going to talk about today? We have a couple of things lined up.
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Because I just realized, sorry, nobody can hear this right now because apparently my microphone is not actually broadcasting, which is fun. Properties. You can keep talking so people do not get bored.
So, no problem. So, we have a couple of topics. One sent in by one of our longtime listeners, Young Gung. Shout out to you. Such an awesome topic to bring up. He wanted to know who our best Cleave units are. So we'll be happy to talk about that.
Can hear myself.
Of course, we're gonna watch that exciting final match of the America's Cup, and we're going to go over our lack of splendid blessings because we both had some 5-star luck very, very recently. We're definitely gonna have a Halloween themed Tales from SW because what better holiday to represent Tales from SW than would be Halloween. But right? Man, it's gonna be a good show.
So, maybe completely out of line, but did you want to start over? Just pretend the past 5 minutes didn't happen? Because
of course, no problem at all. Let's do it.
You know what? For those that are watching this live stream, I just say, this is just a gift to you yet again. Just magic
Rewind.
of our entertainment, So we're just going to do Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Yep. We're gonna put it up to 12 to 11. Energy up to 11 this time.
Yes, because now I know I can hear myself, and now I don't feel like a schlub. So,
No problem.
Yeah, totally. Let's
take it from the top.
Again.
Let's do it. Okay.
From the top.
You ready?
Oh, yeah. Now I am.
3, 2, 1, clap. Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing, tower ascending episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. I am the second awakened werewolf, Aztec Olmec.
Scary. Ooh, scary.
But it wouldn't be a proper episode if I didn't have the trick-or-treating vampire, Lightstar 777 with me.
Candy bucket! Whee! Yes. Hello, ranchers and summoners. How is everybody doing out there today? We hope you all had a lightning-tastic week, of course. As always, Aztec, how are you, my friend? You doing all right?
I'm doing great. I was completely inspired and blown away by the awesome matches at the America's Cup. We're actually going to watch the final of the America's Cup, just, the very last match, just so you guys can share in our excitement. And I was doing some summoning, as, what you do during a match like this. And I have no more Splendid Blessing, which is great. Hopefully you guys can guess who I picked out of my 2 Nat 5s. But, just to, short answer is this guy's doing great.
I love it. I love it. Yes, so we are going to watch the last of the 3 rounds of the American Cup. And we're just going to give some thoughts and feedback as that's happening. We have a very spooky edition of Tales from SW, Halloween edition. We are going to talk about Aztec's potential Ryu background, and we are definitely going to find out what that Splendid Blessing. Very coincidentally, dear listeners, I also had one of my Splendid Blessings for a 5-star pop, and we will discuss that as well closer to our summon o'clock. We are going to revisit the Tricaru team only in the reason that I had noticed that some people don't know what the gimmick is. Even when we were discussing it, I know that the defense triggers them to team up, and that's why there are the thresholds. But as far as skills, there was a video where somebody was talking about the fact that they should have, that they are worthy investment of 12 Devilmon for you to fully skill them up when they're 2A'd.
Gotcha.
And I wanted to see what the differences were. So I actually had Devilmon my 1 fully 2A'd Ikaru already.
Awesome.
And then I had my just fully skilled up Ikaru. So I took some screenshots. We're definitely going to be posting them sometime later today
on all of our socials
out there, and then we're going to revisit them again on Saturday when the podcast releases, just so people can see the pictures of them and they can see essentially where the differences lie. Now be careful in your monster box there so you don't spoil the surprise for what we're supposed to guess.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good idea.
I don't want you to spoil the surprise.
So let me switch screens to the championship. We'll watch, that very last match between J-Mac and Trokamoo. and
Yes.
we'll react. I mean, I've watched this a bunch, but it's just so
Tonight.
exciting that I want to see it
So we
again.
see J-Mac has a super fast
Absolutely.
Chunk
It
Pong that
was
actually outspeeds all the Beast Riders. You don't see that
handed
often.
to
Well, we only
poor
see strip there
Trokamoo.
on the Barbara. That is it.
If
And
that had landed on everything, that would have been over
Alright.
because Okeanos follows up very quickly. But unfortunately for
go.
J-Mac, does not gets a reset onto Savannah. But again, Trokamoo's going to be able to set up
I
now.
can't see
Yep, does get that
Yeah,
reset. Barbara
my
looking up
eyes,
some
that's
massive
like
damage. Does it
this
go for the Fran or not? Does go for the Fran.
little
Gets the
thing.
strip as well. We're going to see some big damage coming out of
let me
Savannah.
just put it on
Savannah
full
going after the
screen,
Chunk Pong instead. Reset coming out onto,
Please and thank
I want to say the Fran, to be honest.
It's got to be resetting the Fran here, and then on the backswing, you do have a lot of damage coming out to Okeanos. And
So I mean,
the
what I
play that
thought was
Trokamoo's
interesting,
looking to set up.
and
We're going
I
to
know
move either
other
the Chunk
people
Pong or the
have
Okeanos here.
commented about
Let a Beast
this
Rider finish it
and
off. Sierra's going
put
to
it
need to
out
stun
there,
one of them.
Yep,
but
resets that Fran, gets the attack progression on
J-Mac's
every single unit, gets that defense break on the Chunk Pong.
Yeah.
You see a bomb coming out on the
really
Barbara. Doesn't
what
have to
I
detonate
think
this because
the
there's going to be no
strength
form of
was
resisting unless he wants to
for
try and stun it up. Chooses
him
to stun
to
it up,
win.
possibly knock it off the Beast.
A possible
You
misplay
know-
because Okeanos does have a full team stun here, so
You know, if it's
J-Mac
playing,
is
all
in
I
control.
see
He's
is
in the
your,
driver's seat right now. Trokamoo
player.
is fully
I don't
stunned up
actually
and
see
on the
the
back
video.
foot.
That's right,
Oh,
he's going to be
really?
taking both these
Okay.
Beast Riders off the Beast. Now we do have the Vanessa passive still up
Technical
here unless he was able to
difficulties,
reset that. I'm
folks.
not
This
sure
is
I
what
caught
we
that or
live
not.
for,
And
is
it might be
figuring
coming
out
right
things
here.
that
No,
we're
goes for the
doing wrong and
Ganymede
trying to
instead.
fix them.
Yeah, goes for the Ganymede, but doesn't matter. I mean, the Vanessa is reset. That's a lot of damage. That Savannah is dismounted, so there's nothing Trokamoo can do, and that's
There
it.
you have it, guys. We get the 3-0. J-Mac is our
There's not a
America's
way
Cup
to
champion.
just make that.
Wow, what a dominating
move
performance. I
to
mean,
a
that was,
different
that was a
screen now?
faster
When you
finals
pop it out
than
like
any of
that?
the other rounds coming up.
That you have to
It was
click
like
on
clockwork.
your,
J-Mac knew exactly what to pick.
bar.
Balance that speed very well. I mean, congratulations to
Look how happy J-Mac was.
Yeah. So currently, for the America's Cup, J-Mac obviously won. So both J-Mac and Trokamoo get their ticket punched for the World Finals. So we're going to see both of them in the world. In addition, I have to explain Trokamoo's wig because I just do. His wife is a cosplayer, and that was more so for
love
support for her. You know, him rocking the wig for Gianoo. You know, saying who his wife cosplays. So I did have to explain the wig a little bit to a couple of people who I've shared this video with. But
You know,
yeah, that's
I loved
why.
it though. I thought it was just eccentric enough to be a Ken kind of thing, you know. I didn't even need the explanation. I was just like, all right, man, do it. Do your thing, yo. Do your thing.
But yeah, man, it was an awesome match. J-Mac, congratulations to you for you know, participating and doing so well. And hopefully, maybe it's
Definitely.
even a possibility. I mean, we'll try. We'll reach out to him and see if we can get him on the show. That would be awesome, but he may be busy with preparations, but who cares? Maybe he
Very
will.
busy.
Maybe he'll.
After it's all said and done.
Maybe afterwards. Maybe we'll ask him then. But did you like the match? Did you find it exciting?
So, I mean, I loved it. Even a lot of the matches leading up to it.
Yes.
I really enjoyed seeing what people are using. I'm starting to think that there are like a handful of core monsters that if you don't have, it's very hard for you to get into RTA, like legitimate RTA.
Definitely.
Because like I always see Velajuels, I always see the Pioneers, I always see you don't see too many dragons in it. Like
I
you
see some
here and
dragons,
there,
yeah.
but they're situational. But like definitely Pioneers seem to be like the staple monster of RTA, and
Absolutely.
they along with some of the art masters, of course, not the one that I had two of. Because that definitely was one that was just beating people down. Very ironically, somebody just in general chat earlier was trying to choose between. Oh, what was it? I think it was the Fire Art Master and It was something else, but I think they chose poorly.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
So,
Because
I mean,
they're like level 37, and they picked a very PvP monster
Got
versus
you.
the other one that would have helped them with a lot of content. Which, very coincidentally, can lead us segueing right into our next subject, which
This guy.
is the
With the
Cleaves, which, Hyungun, who hangs out in our Discord, which we love. Thank you for being part of our community.
absolutely.
He was mentioning what we think the best Cleave unit is in the game, what we think is our best ones in PvP and PvE, and
Right.
what our best counter to Cleave unit in PvP would be. So, tackling those one at a time, in my opinion, and this is not a secret, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that this is standard logic,
Right.
but Lucian is definitely, I would say, the PvE nuker, Cleave unit, whatever you want to call him. He is definitively the unit you want for, just bashing people endlessly in PvE. That being said, I would say I use my Beth more than my Lucian
Nice.
in
That's the
RTA.
answer that I wanted. Yeah.
And and really the only reason is because even if I take out a not a Ganymede, Samantha, if I take that out, even when it respawns, it has a portion of its health it will never get back again. So for me, I think that is a very powerful combo. Hey, how dare you take my my beautiful, handsome young man. Okay, now we're going to mix it up then. He took my poor bulwark. Anyways,
Ban Bulwark.
but
Oh, what a guy.
let me look. Yes, I'm going to ban his bulwark. Only because I know what that can do to my health and wellness. You a speed lead? You're not a speed lead. Are you a speed lead?
So for me, it would
Speed
actually be one of two. Definitely either Crow or Naomi, just because they do damage based on enemy debuffs and such like that. So in my box, it's definitely either Crow or Naomi. The disadvantage to a Lucian is it's only one target. Lucian can cleave like multiple targets, which is awesome. But right now those are
not to interrupt, but the
Please.
water martial cat as well that you're saying about Naomi.
Yeah.
I've had some water martial cats that will just destroy my units in one hit. So that is a unit that I think is also kind of like your other martial cat, a very good Cleave unit.
Excellent. Also, my dream Cleave unit, my dream is Nyx, the Dark Fairy King. He is just ridiculous. Or Oberon, the Light Fairy King. Either one of those are just ridiculous dream nukers. I'm lucky enough to have both a Samantha and a Daphnis, so if I get no more Fairy Kings, no big deal. But just to answer the question, those would be my two dream Cleave units.
Now, in answer to Hyungun's second thing that they were asking about, in terms of how one would counter one, there's a couple schools of thought on this for sure. You have the fact that you could try to outspeed them.
Yes.
And that tactic is based around basically, put a Bernard in there, do a Samantha 33% speed lead, something along those lines, and Hopefully you will beat them to the first turn, and then you could either have some monster that has like a turn pushback or something like that.
That's exactly what I was.
A Lauren or something like that that can crowd control that monster basically into submission. So that's like a very passive, and that's relying on your defense to kind of save the day.
Right.
Method of dealing with it. A lot of the time, if I know I'm going up against a cleave heavy team, I will try to put my Bastet, my Bulwark, and my Felleria into a team, and the reason being that I have shield runes on my Bastet for one.
Right.
So usually if they try to turn one cleave me,
Right.
I don't suffer that much damage, and usually because of all the buffs, my Bulwark is ready to go and, pretty much just wreck house if he needs to. So
Another great way
yeah,
of
No, please, yeah.
Another great way of countering a cleave is with Jean. Oh wow. GZ to you.
I cannot
GZ to
believe
you.
my Hathor actually managed to pull that off.
Pull it out. Clutch. I love it. But
was
Jean is a
the
great
clutchest of
counter
clutch.
to cleave units, with her provoke. You mentioned another great technique about attack bar controlling. Now, let's see, Mseti, awesome for it. The Wind Taoist, his name escapes me, but Wind Taoist.
Was that a rare rune?
What's up? Yeah, I know.
That was
jokes.
a rare rune on your.
That's.
Mseti
hasn't gotten re-runed for a couple of years.
Your runes, yeah.
No, it's judge away. It's definitely yeah. If you notice, MC hasn't been re-runed in a while since I just decided to build them up. But Wind Taoist, and they actually have the same attack, Burning Sands or Burning Desert or something like that, which pushes back your attack bars to lessen the effects of cleave units. So those are two ways to kind of lessen the effects, provoking, of course, with Jean, or using an attack bar controller like Mseti or, the Wind Taoist.
Yeah, I'm trying to think anything else I've ever done to try and deal with cleave unit.
Shields up. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it is shield and will runes, and just let them get it out of their system.
Yes, absolutely.
And then just,
what about your
ship away
water?
them.
Your water desert queen. She shields her
Bastet?
allies pretty well. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I said.
Excellent. Very cool.
Don't listen to me.
Let's see. Wind Paladin, is Louise is excellent for shielding your units also. If you don't have really good shield runes, you can definitely use either one of those. Wind Paladin, Water Desert Queen to shield up people.
Right. But yeah, that one, I mean, you would have to get out ahead of the cleave units to get the shield up before, because it doesn't do any good to have very slow buffers in that scenario.
Definitely.
Because, they're going to get murdered. But yeah, other really good units, in terms of PvE especially, I'm just going to get auto and see what happens. I am never beating this team. I'm just letting you know. 2-on-4 with Gianoo on the other side.
I hear you.
It ain't happening. And is that an Oberon? No, that's a Samantha with a really fancy
Nice transmog.
look to him.
Nice threads there. Nice threads there, guy.
But also Tashar, the Wind Phoenix.
Nice.
Is probably one of my favorite when I'm in the Tarantus Labyrinth.
Right.
Because his S3, I don't recall the name, but it allows you to, if you wipe out a unit, it resets the cooldown on the ability. So essentially, you could hit them with his S3. If you take out like 2 towers or 2 units or something like that, you would be able to use that ability again, and the more you do it, the faster. Yeah, what's it called?
It's called, looks like, Tempest. Attacks all enemy with a violent storm once more after you attack the enemy on your turn. Wait, I'm sorry. Attacks all enemy with a violent storm once more after you attack the enemy on your turn. The cooldown time of Tempest will reset if an enemy dies from your attack. Very cool.
Right.
Very
so,
cool.
and I mean, and that's what I really like is, especially on like the time limit floors, or if I'm farming a dungeon for rune pieces, or I mean for summon pieces, I will use Tashar because with those multiple units that can get wiped out with one attack, it resets and resets and resets. So sometimes I'll have 2 or 3 floors where Tashar is just like, you know, blowing them out of the water and nobody else has to do anything. It's just like, Tashar's got this, don't worry. Tashar's got
Everyone else is just hanging out,
right?
sipping drinks and such.
Actually, and the fact that you brought up Sigmaris over here, also Sigmaris and, of course, Perna are also great cleave units. Perna for survivability as well. Yeah. I mean, they're just... I feel like this game has an abundance of units that can do... I mean, because Lyn is just Lyn. Lyn is all things to all people, but I definitely am a pretty huge fan of...
Yeah, we actually did a show on percentile damage on units that do that kind of, you know, devastating damages that are, you know, really helpful against bosses and rift beasts and such like that. But yeah, check out that.
But I would say in order, Lucian and Beth for my PvE and Tashar for situational PvE are my most used ones, and then when I need something, usually it's Masha in RTA. Masha. Carbine. Or Carbine, the wind sniper.
Yeah, you built him pretty well.
And I've been favoring Carbine lately because... I don't know why. Because he does pretty great damage. He has a counterattack, so... If somebody gets a glancing hit on him, which when he's in his aimed pose happens more frequently, he will counterattack, which I think is really nice because if he's in the crouched position, he does the same amount of damage that he would do
on cue.
If
he crouched down as soon as
his S1. I know. He heard me. He heard me saying it. So there is that. I've liked that because sometimes my counterattack will finish off one of their weaker units.
Yeah.
Because it's just as strong as if I was using the attack normally.
Gotcha.
Masha is just great because of the turn cycling. So,
Fire Beast Rider, right?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. Let's just... I'm gonna use her now just for funsies, just to see how we do. Maybe I'll go all Cleave this round, just to see what happens.
Hey, in spirit of the topic, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get beaten like I owe them money, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I do have runes on Bernard. How pleasant.
See, it's a good day when you ruined your Bernard.
Ooh. Well, I mean, I stripped all my runes for redoing everything in...
Oh, okay.
In RTA, so now my RTA monsters, the ones I have favorited, all have the best runes I could give them, so...
Nice.
Let's see, what do I
Efficient runes, as... Shout out to Nelly the God for making all of our runes more efficient. So that's great, man.
Okay. So, I feel like he made a mistake here. That's just me.
What's up? He banned your...
I'm going to get I'm going to get the first turn because my Bernard is pretty fast.
Right.
So if I get out ahead of him, Nelly the God, he's watching. Oh, Nelly, hello.
That's what's up. Shout out to Nelly the God. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
And then we summoned him just like out of nowhere.
Just like that. We were just talking about
just
him.
like that.
Absolutely. What's up, my G?
So see, this is what I mean. I think he made a mistake here because he's only gotten one unit past me so far. Will he get another? Maybe. Maybe, yeah. He'll get to go. See, of course he slows down my Beth to protect himself. But, like, I did way too much damage to him on turn 1. Like,
exactly. He's still recovering
I don't think he should have let me have my Bernard for as long as he did.
Wasn't thinking ahead, that's all. As Childish as Childish says, educate and dominate, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, see, this is the problem, though. I didn't finish off his Varad.
Right.
So now he's crowd controlling me, which is going to be a problem.
Well, let's see.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm already guessing I'm going to lose because he's going to keep me locked down now, but... Man, if only I could have hit him slightly harder.
A wee bit harder.
Well, I mean, most of his units were pretty much dead from that, so... Oh well. Such is life.
C'est la vie. We live and we learn, right?
C'est la vie. Well, I mean, again, I don't go, no offense to Nelly, whom I love, but I do not go 100% cleave very often. I know that is his tactic, I haven't met a problem I couldn't, if I didn't, or what was it? I try to do as much damage as possible, and if I lose, I didn't do enough damage. Right.
Yeah, I do remember that Nelly quote. Awesome. If you didn't use enough brute force, then gotta use more brute force. Absolutely.
Right. And I mean, and the thing was, I think this could have worked if I had perhaps had a Triton in instead of Beth. Not that Triton would have done more damage, but Triton could have silenced them so they wouldn't have actually gotten off any moves to crowd control me that much.
Got you.
Because honestly, I was fine until they crowd controlled me.
You were.
I'm gonna try another one while we're talking.
So on to the next one. I've been ever since. Let's put it this way: I saw the Ryu background as one of the,
And which event is that one in?
This is in the regular Street Fighter event. And
the collab event, or the because there's a couple, right?
Oh, good point. There's the collab event, yes. So I was thinking
the collab one.
Ryu's not necessarily my favorite character. One, there's no way I'm gonna pull Ryu anyway, so there's no way I'm gonna get a background for no reason. Then I pull Water Ryu, and my whole attitude changed about everything. So now I have a couple days. I think I'll make it. I have about 4 days left, and I think if I just auto farm and do some summoning, get some summon luck today, then I'll be well on my way to getting the background, because that's it. After this particular collaboration, there's no way to get it. So everyone, fingers crossed. Yeah. Let's hope Aztec can farm enough, with my ridiculous schedule to get that cool background. You think I can do it?
I don't know. How far off are you?
I think I'm close to 10,000, so I can theoretically do another 2,000 today.
Ooh. See, now that was what we needed to do. We needed to get rid of half his team in one shot.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, Lauren. What are you going to do, Lauren? What are you going to do, Lauren?
Someone's amped up. That's good. I like amped up Lightstar. This is what's up. Let's see.
I don't even know what the name of the Dark Druid is, but...
That guy I'll never get. That's the name.
Unit I will never have. Yes, that is the name.
No, he's pretty awesome, though. Light and Dark Druids are
Bye-bye.
ridiculous.
Ta-da! Yeah. So, see, I don't cleave very often, but when I
Right.
do...
But when I
make
do,
sure it's
you drink
Bernard
Dos
and
Equis.
Lucian. Pinky out, it's very polite. Yeah.
Awesome.
What's up?
So I think I can get it. I think I can get the 16,000 points necessary to get that background, of course. But I think I'll do it. I think we'll be able to.
You mean this under the rune thing?
Yeah, that you got like 3 weeks ago. Because you're a diligent farmer. Diligent.
I have 35,869.
So give me like 16,000, we'll be good.
And let's see, I was able to buy the SF scroll. I got the Devilmon just a couple days ago. Got the 5-star.
Awesome.
Got the 2. One. So really, right now, all I'm working towards is if I can get the reappraisal, if I can get the crystals, and if I could get the 2 4-stars. That would be nice. Speaking of which. See, honestly, this is what I hate is... Oh, hey, Aztec, why don't I use your dungeon?
Don't
I
you
hate,
use my dungeon.
I hate not having any way to... Like, I wish if somebody on my friends list had one of these dungeons, it would just let me have one crack at it a day. Like, that it wasn't, oh, you have an hour, good luck.
Right.
Because, you know... The aforementioned, I work and my schedule can be very, very out there sometimes. So
Absolutely.
I enjoy the things that have made the game more accessible for me, for sure. Oh wow, you literally just got that Chung-Li dungeon too.
I sure did. I
see you auto farming and I'm like,
Okay. So I want to hear all about Tricaru, and we hinted upon it. We talked about it a little bit last week, but I want some more Tricaru info because it may convince me to build 3 other 2As.
Okay. So as soon as I'm done with this, in just a moment, I will pull it up. But essentially, what it is if you have a full attack or defense tower in your arena and you have a full defense tower in your guild war, you can get away with, I think, like 2,400 for your stats.
Nice.
But, so like, here's the thing with the, I'll just pick this up, it'll be easier. Oh, I still have one more I have to... Hold on, that bothers me that that's not done, so I must go find him now and skill him up with the excess.
So you were saying if you totally level up your defense tower.
That way. There it is. I believe it's 2,400 then that you need for skilling up, or for your minimum threshold for your defense that you need. And essentially what it is, and I'm going to pull up the Awoken one first, because this is the one where it actually
Second Awaken
makes a difference. So
I hear you.
the Second Awaken changes his S3 to a passive, okay? So initially, his S3 is attacks the enemy and counters attack when attacked for 1 turn.
Right.
And it's reusable every 4 turns, okay? So with that, you have less opportunity and chance that you are going to get a counterattack, right? Because, again, it's an every 4 turn cooldown, right?
Yes.
But you Second Awaken him, and now it increases your attack power and counterattacks for 1 turn when you attack on your turn. So basically, every time you attack, you have a counterattack built in. So
Excellent.
every
It's like
single
built-in
time
revenge. Oh,
you
wow.
are- right. And his S2 gets powered up.
Yeah.
So his S2, before he's 2A'd, teams up with another ally to attack an enemy every
Right.
3 turns. Okay? You 2A and fully skill him up, and I don't like looking at it on this page. It boggles my mind. He will team up with another ally to attack an enemy, and the number of allies you attack together increases up to 3 according to your defense. So that is one of the reasons you have to hit that defense threshold is when you only have 4 monsters,
Right.
and you are pulling all 3 of them in with you to attack. That's the trick. That's the trick of the Tricaru, is
Gotcha.
that you are bringing in all of your teammates on
And
that
all
one
that defense
attack.
And does the damage scale off defense with Ikaru?
No, nothing that scales the
Okay.
that, but I mean, it keeps you from needing a healer, which is the
Yes.
other trick of it, that you're able to just go that. And then like the S1, I mean, it's just attacks the enemy with razor sharp claws and does a decreased defense for 2 turns. So basically, every time they're attacking, you're putting defense down on whatever it is you're attacking. So you're adding debuffs. You're bringing
Excellent.
the entire team. So when you're doing the Tricaru in its normal native environment, when doing it correctly, you're bringing Verd and every single monster you have, all 4 of you, to attack at
Like
the same
Sylvia.
time.
Yeah, that's great.
Correct.
Very
Except
cool.
Sylvia will only bring one friend with her, whereas with Tricaru, you're
Brings the
bringing
party.
the whole team every single time. So that is that. That is why it works. And like I said, I took pictures of it, so we will be able to
Yeah, we'll be happy
put it
to
out there.
post those on all of
and
our socials.
And of course, we will talk all about it if anybody wants to hear why it works or how it works or when it works. But it is very usable in a lot more places than normal. I mean, if you've already got a Necro team that can handle 12, great. I
Right.
wouldn't say you need to worry about it. If you have, a team that can do all the things that Tricaru can do, maybe you don't need to waste any time like going through and trying to build this team, but at the same time I feel like it is a wildly accessible team because you actually have the ability to build this. Like anybody pretty much gets Inugami all the time, like it's going out
Trip
of
over.
style. And
Absolutely.
right. And so, I mean, that was how I was able to 6-star 3 of them so quickly, was
Right.
because I had the Inugami army basically sitting in the background. So, I mean, I still, after 6-starring 3 of them, I still have extra Inugami just sitting around. So,
Extra.
I mean, just to put it in
Inugami.
perspective, that is... And what's nice is, I am going to eventually just build... Because I think my Fire Inugami are all fully skilled up to be 2A'd,
Oh, good.
like my other ones, so I'm going to eventually build them up. But I don't see the point in building up the other Inugami to actually, 6-star them, because it's just wasting time and energy. But I was thinking I might build up the Wind one just because it's the only Inugami then I don't have 6-starred,
Got you.
just
Now,
in case they buff him anytime or something like that.
Let me check on that, because the wind. I'm pretty sure Nelly was talking about Ramahan as. Oh yeah,
Ramahan.
He's the one that deals damage proportion to your defense. Okay, now it makes sense to me. So interesting. No one has tried to double or triple Mega Ramahan. But yeah, I'm sure with
because I mean, I don't think he
doesn't have any group
as
attacks,
a gimmick team would
Right.
work in multiple formats because like what are they going to do? But like on a defense lead, like with your Imcesti or something like that,
Right.
like definitely could be you know, just great. So we are getting close to the end of our time. So why don't you do our special spooky edition of the Tales from Summoner's War,
Absolutely.
and then we can do some summoning.
Okay, so it's time for another Halloween-themed installment of Tales from SW. I love that laugh, man.
Oh, you know, when you watch Tales from the Crypt as a child, you know, it really sticks with you.
So that's awesome. So hopefully this doesn't, spoil the
Too
surprise. No, not too spooky, but it's a tradition in Summoner's War that on 2 different holidays, everybody gets transmogs. So if you wake up on Halloween and all of your monsters have a little bit of a, different look to them, it's because this is just one of the many pranks that Contours plays on us every year.
I'll never forget the first time it happened, and I was so happy. I was like, "Oh my god, look how cool these look! Do I get to keep them forever?" And then you were like, "No, man, why are you so dumb?" I was like,
the next Halloween, the next holiday they do this on is on April Fool's, and of course I started playing the game in April, and my first time of getting totally duped by Contours was on April Fool's Day. So don't be alarmed.
April Fuse.
It's just honestly, Contours plays a lot of pranks on their players, which is which is great. I think.
I mean, look how long they've been trolling me about my Artamiel.
Yeah, serious, man. Like, what's up with that? But yeah, they're just such a community building company that they do, these system-wide pranks on all the players. So it's just another one of the things that makes being in the community pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. and
so, sorry. No,
really quickly,
continue.
I just want to announce the 2 winners of our swag packs. They were cool enough to listen to and put in the correct code for on our promotion page on our Discord. So GSPK, you're getting a swag pack, and DSP Justin, you are definitely getting a swag pack also. Thank you for listening, and thank you for hopefully I'll be able to get mailing addresses or shipping addresses for those 2 listeners, and I will be sending
I know that Aztec is totally going to reach out to you on Discord. So.
I so will. But that's it. But yeah, I definitely want to, since we are running a little time, I want to have a super, super duper summon session. But I want you to guess.
Before we do that, we gotta talk about what we both got
yes.
Lightning and our
Please, let's do it.
splendid blessings. So you start.
Well,
what happened?
What
did you get? And let me guess.
maybe you can guess which one I actually picked. But during the let me just pull up the photo real quick. During the championship for SWC, I got somewhat lucky, and got a. So now, which one of these 2 do you think I picked?
Fire Sea Emperor.
Ding, 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 ding. As of course, that super brain of Lightstar picked the right one. I also post this on Instagram.
Do you have Charlotte already?
Yeah, Charlotte was a big, was pretty popular on Instagram. I did the exact same thing, just asked, which one, should I pick?
Do you have a Charlotte?
I do not.
Or were these both brand new?
These are both fresh new ones.
I don't know that turn control on Charlotte though, but yeah, no, I think you made the right decision anyway.
Oh, thanks. Because it was. I think it was more for Charlotte on Instagram, if I remember correctly. So I was kind of kicking myself. But since I've been seeing Oki in 3 different years of SWC as a staple unit, and definitely something I want to get into is RTA. I picked that one, but I believe Charlotte has more
and
utility
he
and more
is
modes.
used quite a bit.
Yes.
Well, and I mean, and the nice thing is, like, her Wind Guardian Angel attacks 3 times. Each one decreases the attack bar by 30% and has a 40% chance to increase the chance of landing a glancing hit for 2 turns. And afterwards, she increases the attack bar of all allies by 20%. So, I use her very much with my Carbine because, again, the glancing hits will
that'll
cause
trigger the passive.
him to counterattack more.
Oh,
so
excellent.
for me, that's a lot of what I've been doing, and also the turn control. She's very, very good at what she does for keeping them at bay.
Absolutely.
Let's see, 1, 5, 9. Do I need more than 9 scrolls, or is 9 a good amount?
9's cool. What happened with your Splendid Blessing?
Ugh! Thanks for reminding me. So, my Splendid Blessing was a dupe Ciara or a dupe Bastet.
Oh no.
And since, I mean, I could see some scenario down the road where maybe I would want a second Ciara just to build it differently and see how it does.
Right.
So I got that one, but if they hadn't given us a free Splendid Blessing, I would have already turned her into crystals and already gotten a Splendid Blessing.
Gotcha.
Because I don't know if at the point I am in the game, like a lot like what Nelly said, like he doesn't do a lot of the trick teams, but I do like to build dupes for fun sometimes, just to experiment and all. But a lot of the time with 5 stars, I don't see the need to do it because there's not that much I could I can't see. Oh, I would need 2 bombs and 2 times do it. I mean, it'd be great if I could do that to just anybody, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, look at you with the Street Fighter scroll. How nice.
Scary.
But yeah, for me, I don't know. I think it's a pretty. I don't know. I'm glad I got Lightning because it has been about 6 months since I got Lightning of that caliber for a 5 star. So I can't be mad. Not really. But I mean, you're always a little disappointed when it's a dupe, but
especially on the Splendid Blessing.
At this point,
2 dupes that's rough,
that
man. Like I feel for you. Right here. That's rough.
And the nice thing is that they also do have the fact that you have the ability to turn them into Splendid Blessings, because before, not so much. You were just kind of stuck with what you had. So in terms of that, I am very happy that we have that option now to do it. So
100%.
Not terrible, just wasn't the best Lightning I could have hoped for, but today is a new day, my friend. Today is a new day.
Dupe Sierras, what can you do? Well, as you know, I got 1 Street Fighter scroll, 1 legendary, 1 light and dark, a couple mysticals.
All right, right on.
Should be a good session.
Okay.
As long as it's not Dawson.
I have a light and dark, 3 fire, 1 wind, 4 mystical, and that's going to be it.
Well, let's stop these scrolls from burning holes in our pockets. Let's do some summoning.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, and summon. Yeah, we're summoning. Almost crystal summoned. Did you see that? Did you see that?
I did.
Hey, got an awakened,
He's laughing and everything.
got an awakened martial cat. That's hopeful.
Nice. Good for skilling up.
Exactly.
Good for leveling up.
Yeah, I'll probably level this one up because I don't
werewolves.
think I have any awakened ones.
Did I tell you on the back burner I'm building a dark charger shark just for funsies?
Just for funsies. Shark Week. Well, think about it. Look how many Charger Shark you'll be able to skill that thing up in seconds.
Oh look, I got some lightning.
Excellent.
Okay. Mi Hia Wen, right? Or Mi Yang. Anyways, good stuff. I need to build the water and the fire one of that, so anything that gets me some more to 6
To
stars
skill
on,
up?
that's always good. Oh my god! Second lightning, look at that go.
Excellent.
This means I have no hope whatsoever of getting lightning on my L&D.
Fire
You let me know
Samurai.
when you're on your last scroll, and I'm going to wait until you're ready, and then I'm going to just go for it.
Almost crystal summoned again. What is up with these thumbs? They are not listening.
They look like strong hands, don't they?
Dude,
Hey, look, you got some lightning.
I absolutely did, and I got Water Sliff. I do not have.
Wait, you didn't have him?
Totally new. New
Did
baby.
not know that. He's great.
Tell me all about
definitely
Tyron,
6-star him.
because I know you have one.
Tyron is a wonderful crowd control monster.
Nice.
He does wonders for Toa and such.
Excellent. A lot of freezes.
He's also great for PvP.
Never had one. That is the first
He's
time.
wonderful.
So,
Nice.
should I do
Congrats,
Light and
man.
Dark or Legendary?
Do the light and dark. I'll open mine with you, and then I'll just sit here sadly watching you work.
We will do the Light and Dark.
Okay, no lightning, because, you know, no Artamiel for me today. And, Elemental? Is that? Oh, yeah.
I got a Dark
Light
Viking.
Elemental.
Are they good?
Okay. I mean, that's part of the Balagur Jensen team.
That's
so
that's what
sort
was. Okay. Again, totally brand new. I'll roll with the Legendary next. And I'm gonna cover my eyes. You tell me what the heck happens.
you won't be happy.
Okay. Fire Assassin. Not a big deal.
I mean, I wasn't wrong, was I?
You were not wrong. I got a. This is a regular mystical. Lure? Water family?
Thief? Not bad.
What, Phantom Thief?
Oh.
What's up?
I forgot to tell you, I got to win Chung-Li. Wait, why am I showing this to you? It's right there. You know...
Got a win Chun-Li. That's
yes.
awesome. I do not have her.
Yeah, so now I have the 2 water, 3 water, the 1 fire, the wind, and of course the dark one.
Very cool.
Yeah?
So I'm gonna end the session with the Street Fighter scroll. I wouldn't mind
Dog!
What? What happened?
Oh, don't you know from Mallrats that Jason Mewes quote, like when he's backstage and he's like, "Do it, Dog!"
Yes, that I remember. So let's do it. This is gonna be probably the last one of this whole collaboration for myself, and probably the last one before
I'm
the
debating
31st.
my impulse control problem, so
As long as it's not
I
a
may-
Valsine, I'll probably be happy.
man.
So let's all say
you're going to get a bison just to put the nail in the coffin for me.
this should be an M Bison because that would be awesome. And Another Dulce.
Dulcim.
Another Dulce.
You are literally the Dulcim whisperer. That's all I have to say about that.
I got a lot of Dulcims.
You
I just
have
wish I can
all
give
of them. I believe the term is you have all of them.
I would love to give some of my dupes to Nelly because I know that's his favorite character, but oh well, no swapping as yet in the game. Lightstar, who you want to shout out?
Definitely, all our friends who have joined us in the Discord, DSC Justin, and, of course I have to go and pull this up because I don't remember how to exactly say it. The GSPK. Congrats to you both on the first ever Monster Ranchers Guide to Summoner's War
Giveaway, yes.
swag pack, as it were.
Awesome.
Don't be underwhelmed. Or be underwhelmed, it's fine. But, also, again, Jack Bagofart, he has been in my guild now for about a week, and it is just so much fun
Excellent.
to have him in the guild with us, so I've been enjoying that quite a bit.
Very cool.
So, yeah. I
definitely want to shout out Crashing84. Want to GZ him on his new Camilla. So, very happy that you got Camilla.
I
Very
should build
cool.
one of those someday.
Absolutely. You definitely have one. And I definitely want to
Sure do.
definitely want to shout out Hyungun because he's been listening for I don't know how long. And, really want to thank him for the topics for today. That's awesome. Thank you for listening.
He is very engaging. He
Yes.
always has a lot of great ideas and lots of good
He's
questions.
blowing
So,
up the
definitely
Discord. So shout out to you, Young Gun. Appreciate
love
it. Absolutely. So that's it for me. I'm really glad that you got a win, Chun-Li, to complement your dark fire and water Chun-Li's. I know that's your favorite character.
Sure is.
Absolutely.
So, real quick, I know we usually make a bigger deal out of this, but what I have on screen I think might be my next 6-star, only because he is used in a lot of RTA, so I am thinking Triton will be my next 6-star. It's between him and Anavel, I think, because him, Anavel, and Samantha, if I'm being realistic, because they're monsters I see quite a lot.
Definitely.
And ones that I think could benefit my RTA progress. So
100%.
yeah. So I'm still thinking Triton, though, because his S3 will remove beneficial effects and decrease the attack bar, which I deal a lot with the monsters that start the round with beneficial effects, and they will go after my Ciara or something before I can get rid of them. So
Gotcha.
yeah, so I'm definitely thinking he might be my go-to bud. So we'll see, yeah.
That's awesome.
what I'm
This
thinking.
will be my next 6-star, 100%. All praises due to
I
the
hate
Sniper
you for
Elite.
having that.
He's in a lot of the ads for the, definitely in the music video. He's in the opening for the SWC. They're using Daphnis a little bit in the promos and stuff, which is cool. But
They're gonna
yeah,
nerf
man.
him then.
But that about wraps it up for this particular episodes of Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. New episodes every Saturday. Reach out to us at Rancher's Guide at Twitter, MRGTSW on Facebook, MRGTSW on Reddit, MRGTSW on Instagram, MRGTSW on YouTube, Lightstar777 Gaming on Twitch. You can definitely be a part of our live studio audience when we record.
And on YouTube, same name.
Yes.
So we try to stream everywhere at once.
Absolutely. So that's about it for us. Hopefully you have a lot of lightning in your future. And
Yes, this was truly a lightning-tastic one.
Truly.
Even without the 2 scrolls guaranteed to give it. I mean, got some lightning from a fire scroll, got some from mystical scroll. You
got
some
Tyron.
lightning, so
Yeah.
and I mean, and Tyron is legitimately great. So
Absolutely.
look forward to it. I think maybe that will definitely be a monster spotlight next week, so we can talk
100%.
all about it.
You can show me
And,
your build. That would be
you know,
good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
definitely can do that.
So everyone,
And I just hope everybody has a great week, and we look forward to seeing you all back here next week for another recording. And
definitely.
hit us up. Our Discord link will be everywhere that we are. It is on our Twitter as a pinned tweet. And just make sure you go to Choose Your Destiny and select some roles to start enjoying the community with us.
Absolutely. So yeah, definitely. That's about it for us. Have a great rest of the week. Everyone stay safe. Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.